We can't make it through this life alone. The toughest, bravest soldier knows that.
I'm always thinking about my guys. Every moment, I wish I could be there with them.
Army First Lieutenant Dan Berschinski of Peachtree City, Georgia, wants only to be back with his guys in Afghanistan. He had to leave them in August.
In August 2009, Dan stepped on an explosive device in Afghanistan. He is frank about what it did to him.
On my right side, I've lost an ankle, a knee, and a hip. And on the left side, I've lost an ankle and a knee.
Dan also suffered a devastating injury to his arm.
They actually took a chunk of meat from here and then had to patch it here. So it was my longest surgery, so the surgeons were sitting there under a microscope, like 6 guys at once, redoing blood vessels and everything.
All of a sudden, there's just a massive boom, and I almost died.
He lost his legs and nearly his life in an IED explosion. Ever since, through months of surgeries and rehab at Walter Reed, a whole community back home has made sure Dan knows they're the ones who will be walking with him through the rest of his life.
He is walking with the aid of crutches now, and that's only been for about a week.
Pretty good for laying in the dirt 7 months ago. I could run marathons before I got hurt, right? And now I walk 100 meters and I'm out of breath.
Be prepared. Army Lieutenant Dan Berschinski is honest about his injuries and life now, in ways that will make you laugh.
Usually work out in my underwear, but I'll put some shorts on for you guys.
And as he learns to walk on prosthetic legs, he's also honest about his life in a wheelchair. Ask Dan about his dreams, and he jokes about getting up to go to the bathroom at night.
I dream of standing up in the shower, honestly, which are things I'll never get to do again.
Dan knows of no other recovering soldier with a hip amputation here that is a full-time walker. He hopes to be the first.
And there are some days where you just want to sit there and you go, why? Like, why'd this happen? Why do I have to do it? But there are other days like today where it just clicks and...
This is a good day.
Yeah, it's a good day. And I just tell myself that I'm not a quitter. I've never quitted anything else before.
A community making sure Army First Lieutenant Dan Berschinski knows he was never alone and never will be.
They're American soldiers. I just wish that we could do it for everybody.
Mogadishu and Kandahar, American soldiers, sailors, and airmen have been serving this country. We here today can debate the rightness of that war, the fallacy of those wars, if you will, but the American soldier doesn't get to make those choices. He serves our country. I can't speak for all of the armed services, but I do work with the Army, and I can tell you for a fact that since September 1st, 2001, over 1.5 million American soldiers have deployed overseas in defense of our country.
The most amazing aspect of this community support is that the support hasn't just come from a few dedicated individuals, but it's come from literally hundreds of people that I don't know and some that I do know. I haven't even mentioned the thousands, literally thousands. I just got some at home in my parents' mailbox just 2 days ago, so they're still coming, of letters that I've gotten from people all over this country. Complete strangers, church groups, and entire elementary schools at a time have written to me and have let me know that I am greatly appreciated and cared for. And I appreciate all of that, and with my utmost sincerity, I say thank you. Thank you so very much. But this isn't just about me, and it's not just about me having a chance to say thanks. My family and friends who know me best will tell you that I never really enjoy being the center of attention, and it's true, I really don't. So this moment, this whole weekend is a bit much for me to handle, but this weekend isn't just about me. It's actually about the men and women that I have reluctantly come to symbolize. It's about those that have gone before, those that are there right now at this very moment, and those that will go when, despite our best intentions and utmost desire, our country calls on them for more service and sacrifice. This weekend is all about soldiers and servicemen and women. This weekend is about my soldiers, the platoon that I commanded and trained at Fort Lewis. This weekend is about Yanni. It's about Sergeant First Class McCluskey from Fayetteville. It's about Lieutenant Robert Collins of Tyrone. This weekend is about everyone that's ever been willing to put personal concern aside for the sake of our nation and our fellow brothers in arms. So again, I thank my family, friends, and community for everything that you've done for me and the others that are much more deserving than I. If I can ask one more favor as this community, I ask that the focus this weekend, from this very moment on, not be on me, but rather on all of my brothers and sisters that have made a sacrifice for our nation. Duty, honor, country. Thank you.